You know, I just got the word today about a legendary comic book publisher, master, genius, who just passed away. More on the life of Marvel Comics founder Stan Lee. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, y'all. If you hadn't already heard, I'll go ahead and put it out there for you. Marvel Comics founder and creator of several masterpieces, including Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Thor, and others, Stan Lee has passed away at the age of 95. The first comic book that I ever read, that I was really into, was Spider-Man. Back in the late 60s. Spider-Man was the first Marvel series that I remember watching on television in the late 60s. It was the thing about Spider-Man that I liked it. I liked the DC Comics superheroes. Spider-Man had a very human side about him that you could relate to. Eventually, I became a teenager, of course, and I could relate some of the issues they had as far as the character of wanting acceptance and having personal issues at home with family and stuff like that. You know, it was a struggle. So I can identify with a lot of that. Quite a bit of that, matter of fact. But Stan Lee, when he created some of his characters starting in 1961, literally changed the game in the face of comic books. When not only Spider-Man was a character who he invoked human storylines on, but he did it with several of his comic books. Pretty much almost many of them. And characters like Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, of course. Many of those characters turn out to be household names. He spawned the Marvel Universe. Started from the comic books to animated television series, eventually to live action television series, to live action feature films. At some point, Disney purchased the Marvel Cinematic Universe for $4 billion, matter of fact. And it's become a phenom ever since. He spawned several Marvel comic film series, like the Spider-Man series, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, and even Black Panther, which made well over $1.5 billion this past year. Personally, I do think this. Stan Lee left an indelible legacy on the Marvel, not only the Marvel Universe, but comic books in general. He showed that those characters had a side outside the superpowers that everybody have. Feelings of loneliness, abandonment, feelings of being an outsider inside of the universe. You know, everyday struggles that we go through as people. And that was one of the things that I could identify with many of the comic book characters in there when it comes to the human side. One in particular was Spider-Man. Another one, on some level, was Luke Cage. He was a black man trying to get some respect as a black man in this world and wanted to right the wrongs of his community. But Stan Lee turned the Marvel Comics Universe into a multi-worldwide brand. You know, the likes the DC comics for at some point hadn't seen, but the Marvel comic and cinematic universe has. To me, that's what made it special about him. You know, he was very much an all hands person in his comics, in all facets of the Marvel universe. I always refer to Stan Lee as the Walt Disney of the comic book culture, because that's what he was. There's no doubt about that. So on this Veterans Day, my salute to you, Stan Lee. Rest in peace, man. It's DJ Wolf. I'm out.